What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have July 2022 Tulsa International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have an absolutely loaded Tulsa update. Super excited to get into this video. We have a lot of awesome movements here at Tulsa today. Not any new routes or anything, but a lot of progression, a bunch of great numbers, and just a ton of great stuff to go into. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. And with all that being said, let's get started. As per usual, we're going to start over here with the Southwest Airlines section, as we have a bunch of awesome stuff going on over here. Also, sorry about the border, the window got really in the worst place that it could for today's update, so I apologize about that. But nevertheless, here we go. Beginning right here, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Heart livery. This guy's currently loading up with a non-stop service today out to Las Vegas, Nevada, after coming in from Dallas Love Field. Both very strong routes, especially Dallas. Then we have the Canyon Blue 737-700 right here for Southwest. This guy's currently coming in from St. Louis, Missouri. He's going to have a continuing service today out to Austin, Texas. Been really enjoying seeing the progression for both those routes too. So eager to see when St. Louis will get another daily frequency. We'll have to see. Currently both daily services. This is the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 right here in the Freedom 1 livery. Quite fitting after the 4th of July here. This actually came in along with the Missouri 1 on the same day at the same exact time, which was so cool. My Missouri 1's sitting up there in the box, so I apologize about that, but the Freedom 1 definitely will suffice for today's airport update. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Then he'll continue out to Houston Hobby today. Very cool to see that. That's really, really nice. Alrighty. Just like that, we are already over here to the Breeze Airways Embraer J-195. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Tampa, Florida, and he's going to be heading out to Nashville, Tennessee to get both the routes in there. Unfortunately, Nashville is indefinitely suspended to October, which really sucks. I think it's more of an aircraft or lack of aircraft deal rather than not enough demand, excuse me. So hopefully we'll be getting that back strong. And I also heard that the Tampa service, it does say that it's going to be ending, but I think it's going to be a summer seasonal from what I've heard. So it's very interesting to see that, as this route performed super well in the winter. It had 80% plus load factor, so I don't know why they're choosing to make it a summer seasonal. It's very odd, but hopefully it'll be coming back soon. If anything, Nashville should have been the summer seasonal, and Tampa should have been the year-round flight, but they're doing their best. I'll give them some credit for trying. So come on, Breeze, just get it together by next time. I hope to see improvement there. But yeah, outside of the issues with the lack of aircraft, they've been doing pretty good. So I'm hopeful to see progression from them because they could really utilize it. So definitely nice to see that, though, nevertheless. This Learjet 75 is currently taxiing in after a non-stop service today in from the long flight in from Santa Fe. He's going to make a shorter flight out to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Very nice. Sorry about the camera gist right there, but very nice. As we come around, we have some beautiful looking aircraft right here for United Airlines, as you guys can see. Some beautiful lighting to go over here, as you guys can see. So a beautiful United Airlines lineup. We're going to start up there at B10 with the United Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the Continental Airlines retro livery. This guy's currently making the non-stop service today in from Houston or Continental. He's going to be heading back out there today. Route's been performing very well with various regional jets and the 737-900 on the night flight. Likewise, for the United Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the Evo Blue livery, currently coming in from Denver, Colorado. He's going to be heading back out there. Very, very nice to see that going strong, and you absolutely love to see it. Last but certainly not least, we have the United Express from Baron Acer J-200 in the Continental Globe colors. This guy's currently making the non-stop flight today in from Chicago O'Hare, and he's going to be heading back out there. I think it's 2 daily SkyWest CR2s, so hopefully we'll see some progression there very soon. But United's a great airline. I don't believe I got to talk about it in any of the updates yet. I thought that this would be a good opportunity to talk about it. So if you guys did not know, I did get to fly United Airlines to Airliners International in Chicago, which was an absolute blast. Got to try 2 of their Boeing 737-900s, 1 of their 737 MAX 8s, and a Boeing 777-200ER, or not an ER, I think it's just a normal 200. So it was super, super cool to get to try United Airlines. It was an absolute blast. Expect some awesome flight reports to come along with the content. I got to visit Houston and Denver in the process too, along with Chicago, of course, but those 2 airports are absolutely awesome. It was super nice. I got to spend a ton of time, especially in Denver, so that was an absolute blast. Expect some great content to come from that, and it was super, super nice. So United was a great airline. We departed out at B8 on the 737-900 Evo Blue, and we arrived back in the B8, which was kind of ironic. So they do the turn where one aircraft comes in from Houston and goes out to Denver, and likewise. So very cool to see that. It was absolutely awesome, and what a blast right there. That was an absolute unit. So love United. Excited to talk about them more in the future, but don't want to make that rant too long because we have a ton going in this airport update. So let's continue to progress. Currently loading up right here, we have the Allegiant Air Airbus A320 with Sharklets. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight today in from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, near the Tampa, Florida area. He's going to be heading out over to Las Vegas. Destin and St. Petersburg, I believe, are the only two seasonal flights nowadays, which is pretty solid for Allegiant. I think they do well with that. Some updates. Haven't heard anything on Sarasota and Phoenix Mesa. Those are not on the schedule indefinitely, so I don't know if they're permanently postponed or canceled. We'll have to see. They're still on the website though, which is the good news. What I did notice is Austin is not on the website, so I think Austin's completely done. It was kind of interesting to see them try that. The load factors were abysmal. I think the American and Southwest did much better, as we'll talk about here in the update. But yeah, very unfortunate there for Allegiant, but the good news is they still continue to go very strong with Orlando, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. Was there another year-round one I'm forgetting? I'm trying to think. I don't think so, but those three especially do really well. So Allegiant doing their thing nevertheless, and I hope to see more progression for them to continue. I also noticed in the schedule that St. Petersburg is scheduled through like October, so that's probably very good to see. So we'll have to see what happens from here. Very nice. Next in line right here, we have the American Eagle Barbarian Acer Day-900 operating on the behalf of PSA Airlines, and this will also be the flight here for Mesa. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight today in from Washington Reagan National DCA. He's going to have a continuing flight today out to Phoenix Sky Harbor, which is very nice. So really good to see both those services going very strong. It would be interesting if this went from coast to coast, but it doesn't make much sense with the subsidiary action. So still very cool though. They do have SkyWest Embraer 175 scheduled in the Phoenix later this year. So that will be very interesting to see if that happens. Personally, I would dig it. I think that would be really cool. And we have got the CRJ 700 for a long time. So 900 and 700. So it'd be nice to get some variety there, but no matter what, I'm excited to see what American does there. So very nice to see the routes going strong right there for American. Very cool. Alpha 7 houses the Embraer ERJ-175 on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight today in from Miami, Florida, and he's going to have a continuing flight out to Chicago O'Hare. Both routes go very well. My mom got to fly the flight from Chicago to Tulsa, and she even got a standby upgrade to first class, which was awesome. She has very good status, so congratulations to her. She had a blast, and that was really cool. So yeah, she told me it was really nice. So, and I got to see some pictures too, which was cool. So awesome, very nice, and you absolutely love to see it. And then up there at Alpha 9, it houses the American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This guy's currently loading up with the nonstop flight today out to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas today. And he came in from Charlotte. I probably should do the rotation like I do for United, so why don't we get it going here? So, because American does do this quite a bit on their flights, and it's really cool to see that. So, very, very nice and absolutely awesome right there. Don't worry about those other aircraft you guys saw in the foreground. We'll swing back around for those here in a moment. Just wanted to get a better situation going for that. The American Airlines 737-800 at the concourse right here, the second one, is currently loading up the nonstop service today back out to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas after coming in from Charlotte too. Very nice to see both those routes going very well. Dallas is like 7-8 daily 737s, which is incredible. Charlotte houses the CR9 and the 737. Both flights are doing really well though, and I hope to see some additional mainline there for Americans. So you absolutely love to see it, and that's very nice. Sorry, the table got a little messed up right there. Last but certainly not least, we have the Delta Airlines section, as they have been very consistent. On Alpha 6, you'll find the Embraer ERJ-175 filling in for the SkyWest, of course. This guy's coming in from Salt Lake City, heading back out there. 2 daily, very consistent, can't complain. In the 717, remains 4 daily to Atlanta. Again, very consistent flight. It's been the most consistent it's been in a long time. I think we've been on 4 daily 717s probably since like January or February, so it's been very consistent. So you love to see if they're there for Delta, and that's probably a good sign that they're doing pretty well. So maybe we'll see it on a 5th flight at some point. We'll have to see, but for the moment, that is very good for Delta. Okay, into the cargo section. Sorry, I probably should give you guys a broad look before we jump into the full details. So as you guys can tell, we have the beautiful looking cargo ramp over here. I still have FedEx parking over here despite them not parking here in real life. As you guys know, FedEx has a ramp which is pretty much on the other side of the runway if I had a model scale of it. I hope to build that on at some point, but for the moment we do not have it. So expect that to come very soon though, so we can accurately represent the FedEx flights. But nevertheless, this A300, and they do park over here every now and then and have in the past due to construction on their ramp and all kinds of things. So this guy's currently coming in from Oklahoma City and will continue out to Memphis, both realistic flights, especially Oklahoma City. They do that quite a bit, so sorry about the camera. Very nice. The UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter is currently loading up with the nonstop flights, or actually just getting ready to push back. Heading back out to Louisville, Kentucky today. This has been a little off and on, but they have been sending A300s, so, and the 767 a little bit. So that's why you got to rep 767 when it does get in there. Very nice. And a very nice display of this UPS Boeing 757-200. This guy's currently loading up, and he's going to have the nonstop flight today out to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Came in from Little Rock earlier, so it's been really cool to see the new cargo rotation because FedEx is sent, FedEx and UPS both send a 757 and a 767 in the morning, which is really cool. And then you'll see additional flights coming in for the day, like the A300 to Oklahoma City. UPS will usually send an A300 every now and then during the day in from Louisville. And also on Monday nights, they bring in the 767 too as well in the evening. So that's really nice. So I don't know why Monday, but that's the day they pick. So very cool. And let's swing back over to the other side. Alrighty, currently seeing double right here. We have the Exojet Challenger Citation X. This actually did come to Tulsa, which was really cool. I believe it came in from... Man, I'm trying to think of where it was. It went out to Las Vegas. I think it came in from like, oh, darn it, St. Louis, or it was something. I cannot remember. I'm so sorry. But it came in from, we'll say St. Louis. That's not a bad route for him. He's going to continue out to Las Vegas. It's really cool to get to see Exojet here. I think they do a great job, and it was very awesome to see. So very nice. And then the Southwest Airlines 737 MAX 8 to get this here for them. If it'll focus. There we go. This guy's currently making the nonstop flight today in from Houston Hobby, and we'll continue out to, oh boy, what's my last route? Chicago Midway. There we go. So both those are seeing Maxes all the time. And I'm sorry for the abrupt voices on the microphone. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just super excited to assess these routes. But yeah, especially Chicago Midway's been seeing the 2 daily services still, which is awesome. And that had the Max on the morning flight some days. So very nice to see that. And it's very good to see Southwest hopefully doing well with that. So you absolutely love to see it right there. Very nice. The American Eagle on Embraer ERJ-175 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines is currently coming in from Los Angeles. And we'll be continuing out to, did I miss any routes? Austin, Texas for Envoy. That was the last one. So very good to see those going strong. November's creeping up really quick. I think we'll be here before we know it, and that will be our new Concordia service. So I'll have yet another Embraer ERJ-175 I'll have to put in the updates, which I'm good with. I have no problem with that. It's just that, as you can tell, we are running out of room because, you know, obviously Tulsa has plenty of gates, but they don't need to use them all. But I'm sure they're going to start overnighting more at Alpha 11 and maybe even barging into Alpha 8 at the rate they're at. So we'll have to see what happens, but still going well right there for American. Very nice. We're really going to test the zoom right here. I normally wouldn't do this, but since it kind of looks okay, we have the FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. That's where it looks really good. Once it goes past 5X, then it really messes up. But nevertheless, this guy's currently making the nonstop service in from Memphis, Tennessee. He had a long landing roll. They just ended up letting him roll down over to the FedEx ramp. So he's just going to vacate right there and head over to his parking position. So very nice to see right there for FedEx. Route's going really well. So love to see the cargo doing super good. And yes, love to see it. The Kalita Charters, Boeing 727-200 freighter, is currently taxiing out to runway 18 left for departure. This guy made a nonstop flight in from Cincinnati, Ohio, of course, and we'll be heading back out there. It's been 737-400, so we had a very nice streak of the 727, and I'm very fortunate that we did. So hopefully we'll get some more of that soon, but the 734 is very good, and I hope to make custom of it very soon. The FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 freighter is currently coming in from Fort Alliance Airport, and he's just going to be heading back there. That's the most normal route there, so we'll just do what's normal for him and keep it nice and simple. Very nice. Alrighty, lastly over here we have a beautiful looking hangar section, so why don't we take a look. I'm going to try to squeeze in right here to get a good angle of this. There we go. Alrighty, so we'll start over here with these two aircraft. So you're going to find the American Airlines 737 MAX. This guy made a nonstop service today in from Seattle Boeing, filled on the delivery flight, and he's going to be getting serviced up. He'll head out to Miami in a couple days. This American Airlines A321 is currently doing routine maintenance here. He had a nonstop flight today in from Dallas-Fort Worth, maintenance orientated, and he's going to be heading out to Chicago here because, yes, why not? And I'm super excited to debut my brand new aircraft maintenance stratifolding accessory from Gemini Jets. I did get this at the Airlines International Convention, which was super cool. Be sure to check out all that content if you've not got a chance to do so. It's been an absolute blast. But this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER is currently getting heavily serviced on a C-check, and he's going to be heading back to the skies very soon. But I did mention a couple updates ago that I would really like to get some additional accessories to make this even more realistic, and obviously this was a perfect way to do it. So, of course, you got the nose piece on the there, which looks really nice on the aircraft maintenance stratifolding. Then you got the middle piece, which I'm sure helps with the fuselage. You can probably move it up and down in real life. The middle pieces help with the wings, and I don't know the full details, but it looks really cool. And then tail sections, obviously, access to tail. So I don't have a great view of it from where I'm at. I can't get much closer. So let me come around here, and then we can get a better view of what's going on here. There we go. So as you can see, really nice detail on the accessory. Personally, I don't know if it was worth $35 for 8 pieces of plastic, but at least it's nice and detailed, so I can't complain. Plus, they had to make the mold and all that, so I'm sure they had to make something off of it. So yeah, it looks really good though, and I really like it. So let me know what you guys think of it. I'll try to get some better views on this side. There we go. That's pretty nice. So yeah, 777-300. This is the 5th release. I'm very excited for the 6th release and the Phoenix release, which are going to be very cool. I'm really excited for those. I hope you guys are too. And just take a look at that detail, man. It's really cool. In fact, just to iterate it one other way, let me come to the other side. There we go. That's a really nice perspective. I'm sorry, just that table really tight over there, and my collection's still out. That's about to go up, by the way, finally. And I thought I would just give you guys the full view because that's really cool. So take a look how awesome that is right here at Hangar 5, and it makes it look really realistic. So yeah, that is the Tulsa update for July 2022. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll give you guys some better views of these planes while we do some talking because we have a lot to talk about. So yeah. First off, I hope everybody's been doing very well. I hope you guys have been enjoying the rather extensive content as of late because we've been absolutely killing it. We've been close to daily for the last 2 months, which has been awesome. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee and likely will not be doing that during the school year coming up, so definitely be ready for that. I do anticipate probably close to 3 to 5 weekly videos, which was our normal anyways, so I don't anticipate any drop off at this moment. Now that very well could change and everything could get derailed, but with my preparation in the upcoming airport updates, along with orientating and time management, I don't anticipate having many issues, so I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, everything's been going really well as of right now, which I'm very happy with. So definitely continue to tune in if you guys have been enjoying this content. Really appreciate it, excuse me. I believe we're right at 4,500 subscribers, which thank you guys so much. Cannot believe we're only 500 away from the big 5,000, which is incredible. And then if we do another 5,000, that will put us into 5 digits, which is super cool for the subscriber count. But nevertheless, that has absolutely nothing to do with why I make these videos. Number one goal on this channel is to share our passion with aviation, and that is exactly what we do here with you guys. So I cannot thank you guys enough for continuing to support my channel. I know that you know, there's a lot of other things you guys could be doing with your time, and I can't thank you guys enough for choosing to spend some of that watch my videos. It really is very much appreciated. And I'm just a guy from a small town in Oklahoma that just puts out these planes and makes these updates and just whatever goes on. So I appreciate you guys continuing to choose to support me. It means the absolute world to me, and thank you guys. So yeah, news for Tulsa hasn't been a whole lot. The route started, which is awesome. So here is a couple things that are going on. I completely forgot to mention about Breeze, so let me come back around. And I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible, but let me kind of start talking about what's going on. So what's going on with Tulsa? So first and foremost, we'll do an airline per airline assessment. Won't make this as long as the last rant because I don't want it to be too long, but let's kind of talk about some brief things. Southwest doing really well. Austin, Chicago, Midway have been doing great as far as I'm aware. So really glad to hear that for Southwest. They've been doing very good. Breeze has been starting to fly the A220 to Tampa consistently, which is perfect. So that model is also in the box and will be in massive unboxing 21. Stay on the lookout for that. And like I said, unfortunately, Nashville has been temporarily suspended till October. So very unfortunate, but hey, I did get to fly the inaugural. So, but hopefully they'll be able to get that back on track because that's a good route and I think they can do really well with it. So hopeful for the best right there. United has been doing very well, sending various main lines to Houston and Denver along with all their RJs to those 2 cities along with Chicago, so they've been doing good there. American's been doing great. Nothing abnormal compared to what we've seen previously, just more regional jets. I think Chicago's all Envoys, 175s. I think we may have some 145s too. I believe we do on our morning flight, so that's pretty usual. Allegiant, we did talk about them pretty extensively. And then Delta, very normal. They're consistent, and that's what matters. And then cargo carriers are all, not all over the place, but they are fairly consistent there. So not too much outside of the 2 specials that I talked about. Those were really cool, so definitely enjoyed getting to see those on the social media, and that was absolutely awesome. So excited to see what's to come. I hope you guys are too. Hopeful for another trip to come very soon. Have a couple plans in mind. As long as everything goes according to plan, we should be able to make those happen. So very excited for that. We're not going to be doing any sort of family trips in the upcoming months as far as I'm aware. The last thing we did was go to Daytona Beach, and that was about it. But Dad's been very busy with work. My mom and dad did 2 trips for themselves, I believe. I think it was 1 or 2. I'm trying to remember. Nevertheless, they did a couple, so that was a couple times off for him. And yeah, so been busy for sure, but we've been doing our best. So yeah, luckily though, Airlines International was kind of the big one for my summer, which was awesome. And I'm very fortunate we were able to do that. And then upcoming soon, hopefully some more to come. But yeah, just orientation, planning, and then final push here to get the private pilot's license. Very hopeful that all that goes according to plan so we can finish that very strong and get the rating, because that would be very cool. So, but that process has been going well. I apologize for the lack of sharing content on that process. Unfortunately, the editing style I really wanted to do with that is very time consuming, like almost everything else outside of airport update content and unboxing. So yes, that is why that's been not necessarily indefinitely postponed, but just it's one of those things I'm kind of working out the kinks. And like I said in the previous channel update, I'd love to do live streams. That just has been an absolute train wreck to get that going too, just because of time. So yeah. Let me know if you guys would really like to see that though. If so, I could probably cut back on some of the additional content. Not that anything's just too much, but there's been, I'm trying to think of, because the real life content has been not necessarily time consuming, but I got a couple videos in a row that took several hours to do, which is okay. There's no problem with that. And then so the Airlines International content was also rather extensive compared to what I was anticipating. But the good news is you guys have been enjoying it, and I've loved producing it, so that's what matters, and I've really enjoyed it. So yes, very excited for what's to come. Expect massive unboxing 21 at long last. Lots of retro models in that one, so be sure to stay on the lookout for it. And in addition to that, you're also going to find a couple of other additional unboxing videos, which are not going to be massive, but they are going to be good ones, so definitely stay on the lookout for that. Also expect some other various one-off videos. I'm really trying to get to work on those before the school year starts, and I hope that I'm able to get that done because I really need to. So hopefully that gets on the work. And yeah, so also expect plenty of airport updates as per usual. I do not think Richmond, unfortunately, will be able to get constructed over the summer, so honestly, I have no clue where that leaves that project. Just completely ran out of time. I mean, I may be able to get a couple days to work on it, but that would just mean more content getting delayed. So maybe over Christmas break or something, I would have some time to work on it, but it really just depends on maybe after the airliners content too, because that's took a ton of time. But I will do my absolute best to get that going, because I would really like to get Richmond. And who knows, maybe over like Labor Day weekend or something. I really don't know what the college schedule brings yet, so everything's kind of in TBA mode till then, but I'll be sure to keep you guys informed on that process and what's going on, and also the flight training. I hopefully will have a pretty good gap in that from when I get the private pilot's license to the beginning of the school year, so pending whenever that is, of course, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. So I believe that is everything for Tulsa International Airport. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Nice simple update. Love Tulsa. Gonna definitely be spotting one more day before the school year starts. It'll be a big send-off. Obviously, this last year has been very challenging to get out there. I've only made it out one time, which, well, depends what you want to count for the day trips, but it's just been very challenging due to was ill for 6 months, and then the latter months were just busyness. But I mean, this is kind of normal for the normal lifespan, or not, excuse me, the normal what normally my spotting levels are. This is fairly normal. It is a little bit reduced, but pre-pandemic, because during the pandemic, I got out there so many times because there was not near that much going on, and my content was not near as extensive, not to mention there was limited work previously and all that stuff. But nevertheless, back on track to what I was saying is pre-pandemic, granted my full focus was not aviation at that time. I still got out there, I wouldn't say once a month, but every other month. There was some times where I got out there once a month. So hopefully get a better balance going soon. But these trips definitely kind of took a toll on that. But I definitely expect one day in July, and then hopefully, you know, like the Labor Day weekends of the worlds and all that fun stuff. I don't think I have fall break anymore, so that kind of sucks. But at least we have a very long Christmas break, so we'll be able to get out there then and all that fun stuff. A spring break's still present. So definitely a lot of good stuff, but I'll be sure to keep you guys informed on all that to come. So yeah, but Tulsa doing very good. The two specials were very cool. They also posted a picture of what the inside terminal used to look like, which that was abysmal. So I'm very glad that they renovated that. And yeah, been fairly quiet, but a consistent, busy summer, and you can't complain with that. And also the we've had various special liveries, but the really cool one was the Oakland, or No, I'm sorry, Las Vegas Raiders livery, I'm pretty sure was here the other day too, which is very cool. So, yeah, so that will do for today's airport update. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.